What's up, guys? We're here for the Xbox Games Showcase. You guys know I look forward to these events every year. Not because I think they're all amazing, but because they could either be something we can laugh at together or be in awe of any potential games that we all collectively like. You know what I mean? I am live a few hours earlier than when I usually go live, but that's just when this whole showcase is happening, so we're here for it. We're here for it. I don't know if you guys have any predictions or expectations, but I am definitely hoping for some Stalker 2 action. I believe Stalker 2 was announced a couple years ago at an Xbox Games Showcase. So I'm hoping that we see more of it this year, considering that it is scheduled to release this September. And I'm very much so looking forward to that game. For me, that's like the big game of this year. But also, I hope that we see some Dragon Age stuff today. With all the Dragon Age talk recently, I feel like it's going to be spoken about at one of these events, and if I had to guess, it would likely be at an Xbox Games Showcase, because I feel like EA has a pretty good relationship overall with Xbox. You know how to get off Iki Island in Ghost of Tsushima? I think for Iki Island, you have to complete it before you can leave. I'm pretty sure. Dreadwolf, they actually renamed it to Dragon Age Veilguard, but yes, same game. There's been a lot of chatter about it recently, and so I'm hoping that we see something about it today. Or at least some update in general from BioWare about, you know, both Mass Effect and Dragon Age. That would be so nice to see. Xbox also owns Bethesda, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but they are, specifically Bethesda has shifted towards working on the next Elder Scrolls game. So let's hope that we see something there for that today. That would be nice. What's up, Fox? Hey, Pebbleson, Seth, Barack, Leela, Ina, Martin, Urban, Sven, Megadeth Mayhem, Walker Washburn, Lucid. How's it going, folks? How's the volume, by the way? Can you hear me okay over the music? Fable? Yeah, we could very well see stuff on Fable today as well. That is a possibility. Hey, Snowboards. It's perfect? Okay, cool. Can't even get into Fort Sakai without getting slaughtered. It's tough. It's tough out there. You want D4 info? You want more Diablo 4 info? What's up, Screamer? Are you still out there in the cabin? Volume sounds good. Yeah, good. Right on, dude. I love that I have visual representations of volume, so that way I know like where things lie decibel-wise on my streaming software. It definitely helps. Because I'll be honest, I am not a good volume gauger just by audio itself. I often think things are too loud. Oh yeah, isn't there like an official, is it an official Oblivion remake? Has that been formally announced, or was that just like a very high class rumor? I can't remember. Hey Yasin. You should make a thing in your Discord so people can chat. There are several voice channels where people can chat. There's also all the text channels across the board. It's still a rumor? Okay. I couldn't remember because I know there was some... I think there still is a... like a mod team that's working on Skyblivion still. Which is Oblivion on Skyrim's engine. What's up, Pendrax? Just got home. Nice, Screamer. Well, we had a good time out there. Yeah, if you're not seeing any of the channels in Discord, you likely need to look at the rules and then read them, and it'll teach you how to get access to the other channels. That's specifically there so people agree to the rules of the realm. Thought you did. Maybe you did. I don't know. How about a Black remake? You know, I actually remember playing that game. Who was that by? Was it Criterion that made that game? I actually kind of liked that game. I remember playing that on my Xbox 360 way back when. I actually enjoyed Black. It's a game I haven't thought about in a long time. Now you can see it? Right on, dude. Well, looks like the showcase isn't going to start at exactly 1, as it's currently 12:56 and it still has a 5-minute 50-second countdown. New content for Skyrim. Imagine after all these years, expansion for Skyrim. People would lose their minds in both a positive and negative way. Why are you still making expansion content for a game that released in 2011, first and foremost, but also, why aren't you working on the next game? Did you go into the fort sneaky or just full on? I always did a bit of a hybrid. I would, stealth what I could, and as soon as I was seen, I would just go full on, slice them up. Remaster of Skyrim. Yeah, another one. They're going to remaster the remaster of the remaster. How much more life can they pull out of this thing? But also, I'd like to remind everyone that it has been 12 and a half years since the last release of a mainline Elder Scrolls game. 12 and a half years. And when did Fallout 4 come out? I think it's the longest gap since Fallout began as a franchise that a new mainline Fallout entry has happened as well. "16 times the detail." What games am I expecting? I'm hoping to see stuff from BioWare, specifically Dragon Age The Veilguard, and maybe some Mass Effect stuff for the next game they're working on there. I want to see some Stalker 2 stuff. Possibly some Elder Scrolls stuff. I very highly doubt the Elder Scrolls stuff, but it would be nice to see something, considering the game was formally announced, I think, 5-6 years ago now, too. Would be nice. A new BioShock game would be cool. There is a spiritual successor to BioShock being made by, what's the guy's name? Ken Levine, I think, is the creator of that, or at least the lead dev of the studio that made BioShock. What's it called? Is it like Judas or something? I think it's called Judas, actually, if I remember right. To make a Minecraft too. I fully expect to see Minecraft stuff, considering that Xbox owns that. I fully expect to see something around Minecraft, which, I like Minecraft. I don't go crazy for it, but I do enjoy Minecraft. Oh man, imagine a Fallout 3. I would say, though, they would need more than a Fallout 3 or New Vegas remaster. I think they would need a remake at this point. But again, I don't see why they would do that when they can just work on the next games that people are just craving so hard. Unless they outsource it, of course. Chess 2 would go so hard. What's up, Wirehack? Stinky Toe Jam, hello? Oh yeah, you know what? Avowed? That's a good point. We'll probably see something on Avowed today, considering that is made by Obsidian. I love Obsidian Studios, man. They make great games. I'm a major fan of that studio anymore. I just love so many of the games they put out. Actually, they're actively working on Avowed, but also, what's the sci-fi game that they made a few years ago? Outer Worlds. They're working on Outer Worlds 2 as well. Could let Obsidian take Fallout New Vegas. Now, like I said, they're working on 2 games right now. Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed. I don't see why they would take on another project like that. I just don't think they have the capacity. Working on one game for any one studio is tough, but 2 at the same time? My god. pretty hard to do. Requires a lot of manpower. And considering all the layoffs that have happened in the gaming industry in the last year, not to mention the last couple years, I had a good time, Sloan. What's up, Ego? Just had my coffee. Dumb question. Do you like coffee? I love coffee. I take my coffee black. Age of Mythology. Ooh, you know what? I would imagine they're working on that. Didn't they? Hold on. Am I losing my mind, or was that actually something that we saw not too long ago? Oh, they cut that timer short, didn't they? Looks like it's time for video games, kids. Let's go. Let's go. They announced it last year. Yeah, I thought so. Maybe we'll see something on that. Age of Mythology. I played the original Age of Mythology and really enjoyed it. Call of Duty. Call of Duty, which, by the way, is likely coming to Game Pass. Probably why they're doing this right now. What's up, Turd Burger?
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest.
Hey, Shark.
Free from the specter of global
Nice,
crisis.
Urban. Let's go. Yep, Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
That's 5 more Black Ops games that probably realistically should have happened, but that's just me.
Something big.
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
How's he look?
I'm a fire starter, terrific fire starter.
Oh, that song actually reminds me of Fire, because that used to be in Alerts way back in the day. That was an alert on his channel years ago. I'm a fire starter.
You don't have to trust me, Marshall.
Yeah, Urban called it as well. Yeah, dude.
Better if you do.
Hey, something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
You broke into a CIA black site. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
It's a Call of Duty game, that's for sure. Yeah, it is. They always make their trailers pretty good, but unfortunately the buck stops there.
May God continue to bless the United States.
At least
of
for me.
America.
I shouldn't talk so much, shit about it, but
You
I'm
just
just not
got
a fan
first
anymore.
Look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the
Everyone
Cold
say hello,
War
Phil.
ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
You just threw that guy.
You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch. There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month.
I think it's a 2-hour
We
show, the
hope
law.
to grow that community by making Black Ops 6
I think.
the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one.
Yep, there it is.
So no matter where you choose to play,
Call of
everyone
Duty
is
on
welcome
Game
to
Pass.
experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th. I'm incredibly excited for today's show. I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios.
No,
who
Hendrix,
are
I'll be
doing
honest, the
what
PC
I
Game Showcase
believe
is always kind of
some
lackluster.
their best work
I just
ever.
watched that one myself. I just don't think that would be
And
fun
now
to watch
I get
on
to
stream.
introduce something that is special to me. As someone who has played games for as long as I have, it's amazing that I get to set up this world premiere.
World
So thank you all for
premiere.
joining us, and please enjoy the show.
Yeah, I feel that, Mr. Clean. Okay, Bethesda. I don't know the lie. I thought it was 2 hours. Maybe that includes the Call of Duty thing too. I don't know yet. Before he became a hero, he was a super weapon of gods and kings. Oh, this is Doom, isn't it? Yo, I think this is Doom, guys. I'm actually kind of on that. Yeah, this is Doom. Let's go. That shotgun? A new Doom? Sign me up. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Just a nonsensical shoot 'em up with lots of good music. I'm there. Okay, so the thing I saw must have included Call of Duty in that time then, the law. That makes sense. No cyber demons, nice. Doom the Dark Ages. Next year. Cool, I'm there. I like Doom. I like Doom, guys. We'll do that. That looks good. The last couple Doom games have been excellent, so I'm pretty excited.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe?
If I had to guess, State of Decay.
It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. But you helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us.
Okay, that's just rude.
We found hope in each other.
Help! I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it.
Oh.
And that helped us find the courage to keep going.
I like how they're sneaking in a little bit of gameplay in there.
To fight on.
Yeah, Daz, exactly. That's good.
When we needed it the most.
State of Decay has always been a good game. Oh no.
I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten.
Oh no. That's a big dude. What's up, Andrew?
No one is forgotten.
I love how they got out of the car. Like, just turn that shit around. Yep, State of Decay 3. This said that's cool. I like State of Decay. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I've always liked them. I actually put a lot of time in the first one too. Electronic Arts and BioWare. Oh, dude, that's Bianca.
Good old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
I think, right? This is
someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
Oh hell yeah, dude! It's Dragon Age. Let's go.
A lot of buried secrets.
As soon as I saw that crossbow,
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on. But where are we gonna find her?
please be good. Please be good. Please be good. It's coming this fall, dude. Oh, you guys know I'm there. Okay. I'm excited! We have an actual new Dragon Age game coming for the first time in a decade. The last one came out in 2014, right? Inquisition. You're nervous? I mean, you're always going to be nervous about, you know, new games and franchises that you care about, but the reality is, you know, it's got to happen one day or another. Embrace it, dude.
There is no record of a star station in this orbit.
There's going to be a Starfield expansion, I think. They changed the name from Dreadwolf to Venus. They announced that a few days ago.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the great serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
Was that a giant cannon? No, this isn't Destiny. No. As soon as I saw the ship, I saw Starfield. Shattered space. And new content coming tonight.
Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
Starfield was a disappointment.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like the way they made it seem was something that it just was never going to be able to fulfill. I think it was one of those things where it was just so damn hyped up that it could never actually meet any expectations anymore. But that's an entire conversation by itself.
Vaultathon 76 is
Oh, this is Fallout.
Sugar Bombs breakfast cereal. Bombs away.
Are they adding something to 76 again?
We're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by and, oh, it looks like we've got one.
Harry's on from Skyline Valley. He's sending the whole family to Vault 76.
How about that? Skyline Valley. Beautiful country. Right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah.
Shenandoah.
I hear you calling.
Call now to join Harry and the over 17 million Vault.
Yeah, I noticed there was no real gameplay from Dragon Age trailer as well. Maybe they'll show something when they have a solid release date, because they said it's coming this fall, but no actual release date yet.
Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a welcome home to all. And
Has anyone here played 76 recently? Specifically since the show has come out?
When the bombs started dropping, don't come a knocking.
I saw some gameplay and it looks like they really did a lot of work on it. It looks a lot better than it used to be.
Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone.
There you go. Play as a ghoul.
Best of luck out there.
I just hope that they end up going back to mainline entries eventually. I would love to see Fallout 5. Give me like Fallout 5 in Cleveland or something. I don't know.
World premiere.
Give me a Fallout 5 in New York City. Just give me Fallout 5, you know?
Soon she'll wake.
Fallout, Ohio.
Paint a new number. Ticking down every year. One stroke. And everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again. And every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission. Destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
No, this isn't 33 Immortals.
Wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
What is this? Is it a turn-based rhythm game?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
That looks interesting. It looked like there were some things happening to a rhythm, and it was clearly turn-based combat. Have to keep an eye on that one. That looked interesting. Expedition 33.
Do you think there's a chance my mom's still alive?
If your mom's anything like you have, she'll keep fighting till we find her.
I hope so. It's just hard to believe this is all really happening.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
Oh, it's the fish talking.
That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bell. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kind. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Trifling ass mudcat.
Oh, actual gameplay? Cool. Okay. I'm in.
Gotta move quickly now. Wait, that floating island is the gator?
Last of Us remaster right here. Okay. The animations are clean. Wow.
All right, time to find that church.
Interesting. Yeah, it looks like claymation, yeah.
There it is. Now to get over there.
Yeah, always a fan of gameplay and trailers, guys. Always.
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
South of Minute. That That has my attention. I actually like what I saw with the gameplay there. The cutscenes are a little framey, but I think that's because it looks like it's claymation, right? That looks interesting. The actual combat that we saw looks pretty smooth. That was just the cutscene parts of that were lower frame rate, Shark. The actual gameplay was perfect. But if it is claymation, that explains the lower frame rate, right?
In darkness, she slumbers and dreams.
The gameplay itself was fine.
And for countless generations, mortal heroes have risen to defend her. They faced
Is this Warcraft? Yeah.
Tyrants and beasts of primordial.
Is World of Warcraft finally going to console? Is World of Warcraft finally going to console after all these years when it should have done so like a decade ago?
Their enmity following them to the most distant shores.
Warcraft 3. I mean, I'd take a Warcraft 3 remake. Actually, didn't they do that and it failed? Or was that a remaster?
And space. Their courage never faltered. Even upon the very threshold of death.
My wife is hot. Sorry, I had to throw it out there.
While new hope blooms on the horizon,
She's all dressed up. She's going to a birthday party.
the final battle draws near. Now, in the darkness, at the very heart of the world, the drums of war thunder once again.
This is looking like it's going to be an expansion rather than going to console, huh?
And Azeroth, at last.
I know the nature of Warcraft as an MMO wouldn't really allow so well for a controller to control very well with all the hotkeys a lot of people use, but I still think they should try.
Long denied me.
Not that it would make me play, but I think that would, you know, if they want the game to survive into the future even further, it's the way to go. The War Within. How many expansions does this game have now? That's August 26th. It's not too far away. If Final Fantasy XIV did it, World of Warcraft could. That's a great point. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't yet. I find that insane that they haven't yet.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
How many? Too many?
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Yeah.
I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on.
All right.
The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
Snake Eater. More like fully
Commencing
clothed snake.
virtuous mission now.
You know, you guys know that I'm not very big on these games, but I think I would be willing to give them a try again. It has been a long time since I have tried them out at all, so. An evil awakens. It is a skeleton pirate. Sea of Thieves? Yep. Sea of Thieves. Oh my god, season 13? What the heck?
Your kind meddled where you shouldn't.
What do we have?
As long as Ooh is free, your world is in mortal peril.
And how is it that you know all of this?
Because I am a god too.
If you're a god, you're one of them. Why would I do anything to help someone I've sworn to kill?
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you.
Actually, you know what? I think I remember seeing something on this previously. A little bit of gameplay in there. We like that. It says Souls Lights. Not like, but lights. What would make it a Souls Lights? I mean, I don't care. As long as it has cool boss fights that are, you know, at least semi-difficult, I'll be happy. 7/18/24. Oh, that's next month. That's next month, guys. I guess we'll write that on the list, huh? World premiere. It's not actually a world premiere. I'm sad.
As the gods of mankind.
Probably like Remnant, everything but the currency mechanic. Yeah, maybe so. Remnant was a damn good game, so. Oh, Age of Mythology, guys. Here it is. Age of Mythology.
The Egyptians.
Hell yeah, dude.
We created mankind to fight for our glory. So rise and wield my wrath. Command beastly chaos.
Rain down destruction.
And unleash our fury. Worship me. Claim my power. And legend will be yours.
Jesus, that was that was quite the wind up for the epic song there. Did I say September 4th?
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew
I gotta say, I actually really like how the show is flowing. I really enjoy when it's just trailer after trailer instead of pausing to stop to talk about things constantly.
Like any other mission.
I like just seeing a trailer, moving on to the next one. That's what I like.
I was
Give me
wrong.
more of this style, please.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts.
What's up, Southern?
You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
It's kind of reminding me of Deus Ex a little bit.
What readings are you getting?
We're getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Yeah, Deus Ex vibes out of this right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth.
Deus Ex crossed over with Mirror's Edge.
Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be
I love that a lot of these shows are showing actual gameplay. That's nice.
The casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Holy shit, that's perfect, Dark! Dude, that looks... that looked awesome. No fucking way. Yo, that looked good.
Agent Joanna Dark is caught in the middle of a near-future war over
Holy.
advanced technology that threatens the lives of millions. We hope you
I
enjoyed
wasn't
the first look at
expecting that.
gameplay, and we can't wait to share more from the developers at The Initiative and Crystal Dynamics.
Did they just
as the
ruin it? They
game
should have just showed the
progresses.
next trailer, like I said.
Creativity and talent of game creators are what make our industry unique. And I'm incredibly
I
proud
jinxed it with the
of our
talking. Damn
games
it. I
and our
did. I'm
teams.
sorry.
They are building a diverse lineup of titles, which
But
includes
still,
new installments
that looked
and beloved
mighty
franchises
cool.
like Doom,
I'm really
The
excited
Dark
about
Ages
that.
from id Software. Updates and expansions to our ongoing games like World of Warcraft, The War Within from Blizzard.
Is that the end of the show?
Handcrafted original concepts like South of Midnight from Compulsion Games. And blockbuster games with massive audiences like Call of Duty.
Did I do better than Perfect
Black
Dark
Ops
Zero? I
6
play it.
from
I mean, just
Activision.
based on what I
On
saw,
behalf
it's
of
already
our
better than
creative
Zero.
teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, and Xbox Game Studios, we thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to getting their ambitious games in your hands. Diablo is one of the most enduring and beloved series in
Hey, Scream,
all
are
of
you
gaming.
looking?
We're thrilled to have Diablo 4 in Game Pass, where millions of you made it your favorite way to play. This October, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred expands the demon slaying experience with an all-new character class, a new region, and of course, the next chapter in the acclaimed story. Here is the opening cinematic for the game. Let's take a look.
Okay, I'm interested. Damn, Perfect Dark looked good, guys. I never imagined a day where I'd say that again. Is it 1997 all over again? What's going on here? Screamer.
Boy, young one. Are you all right? Nerel? Oh, you're not well. Please, please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me!
Nerel! Is that how I raised you?
No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. I must get to Akarat's tomb.
But look at you. You're killing yourself.
I don't know how much longer.
Is this the woman that fled at the end? Oh, sorry. Never mind. Sorry, I know the people are still playing the story. Sorry, never mind. Ignore me.
I missed you so much.
I'm so proud of you. But now
I said too much.
I need you to give up.
No. Of course it's you. You monster. Let go of me.
Let go. No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Surrender.
No! I control the stone!
You hold the stone. You control nothing.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I could use some help.
Damn, what'd you do to him? Even the fish around the boat died. He's fine, yeah, he's fine. Well, we all know that Blizzard can make one hell of a cinematic. That cinematic was good. That's nothing surprising, but we'll see how the actual expansion is, you know? Just a flesh wound. He's just sleeping.
Oh, right, you. So, you want to know all
That's a
about
nice mace.
heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
Albion? Okay, this is definitely Fable. I should have known with the mention of Hero.
I mean, sure, you get your mega fans,
You are like literally my favorite person.
your haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero.
Playground games? Yeah, it used to be what? Lionhead?
Save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff.
If it had said
That's
Lionhead, I
what
would have
defines
known.
you, doesn't it? Really stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
We have a release date for
I'm going
this?
to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
Next year. Oh, I've always liked Fable, so I'll be checking that out when it releases. Yeah, guys, listen, every time a woman is in a video game, you shouldn't be surprised because, you know, women have existed, you know? But also kind of shut up, you know?
Use this. Make your own rules.
It's my turn.
Don't be cringe. Are all Fable games on PC? I believe they put them on PC at some points. I believe so. When I played them, I played them on Xbox years and years ago. You delete his comment because he said, "Why is she ugly? You woke." So am I woke if I call you ugly as well? As a man? Does that also make me woke?
There is nothing left for me in the city. So, I have traveled back to where
Or does that make me anti-woke? Thoughts?
Here, I found my childhood home in ruins.
People of all beauty standards, both positive and negative,
Why is my
exist.
aunt taking good
Also
care
have
of
existed since
it? The bridge to her house is broken.
time unwritten.
So I can't even ask her.
I'm ugly. Am I woke?
I will make the tree stump a cozy home again.
I have nipples, Greg. Can
No
you milk
matter
me?
what it takes. And no matter how hard it gets, I will fight. And find meaning and beauty out here. Some will say that in the dead of winter, a small city mouse
Don't feed the
doesn't
trolls. I'm not
stand a
feeding the trolls. I'm
chance.
calling them idiots.
Maybe so. But I must keep believing that every winter leads to spring.
The law was joking, Screamer. He's good.
World premiere.
World premiere.
My mixtapes bend others to my will. It's a strange, almost cosmic talent.
Yo, I want to
Go back to
skateboard,
a
man.
time where summers lasted forever.
You're
when
good, the law.
friendships
You're
were
good.
unbreakable, and any trouble was good trouble.
This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
Yes!
What's your name again?
From Beethoven and Dinosaur comes an adventure a lifetime in the making. Experience the freedom of the teenage wasteland, sneaking out.
Any good games so far? The first two that come to mind are a new Doom and a new Perfect Dark.
A little more.
Hey, can I stand up?
Yeah, little Rockford, go nuts!
Set to the soundtrack of a generation.
Oh yeah, and Dragon Age. Yeah, Dragon Age Veilguard. True.
What are we gonna think of ourselves in 10 years?
I'll just remember to tell myself it felt important at the time.
Your greatest memories are stored in music. You're invited to go back in Mixtape.
There have been noise complaints.
Okay.
What's up, Mark? Discman and skateboards. What year is it? I know, right? Take me back to the better times. Don't do mixtape kids. Oh, wait. Flight Simulator. Hey, Brad. You are right, Emmer. But in the States, even CDs were called mixtapes. It was just a continuation of the word onto a different format. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but in the US, we still call them mixtapes. Well, there you go. November 19th. Bethesda. Okay. ESO. And 10 years this game's been out now? Later, Law. Give me actual Elder Scrolls. I feel that. We belong. No, you're good, Emma. You're good. I just maybe it's a like a locality thing, you know. Yeah, tell me I didn't hit that note. Who sang it better, me or them? Most definitely them, right? Gold Road, June 18th.
World premiere.
Ooh. What's up, Miss Radica?
I'd never use my power again.
Not really, Starlight, now. I have fallen off of enjoying anything from Ubisoft, if I'm honest.
I found my friend's body in the woods. I don't know who I can trust, or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead. So why can I still hear her voice? Focusing
Yeah, I do
my
like
power,
Splinter Cell, but
I somehow
we'll talk more about it after this trailer.
into a parallel timeline. Here, Safi is still alive, but danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead. I can still save Safi. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across two timelines.
Mm-hmm. October 29th. I like Splinter Cell, but Ubisoft the last decade or so has really shit the bed with pretty much everything they've put out, outside of a few circumstances here and there, so I just am very apprehensive about anything coming from them anymore. Right now I'm in the mindset they're going to put out Splinter Cell and I'm going to hate it, as much as I love the franchise
I can't
overall.
let this go. It could be the best kept secret in history.
What are you going to do?
But all the same, I'll keep my eyes out for it.
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power.
Indiana Jones game,
Discovery
looks
that
like.
could change the world.
What were you doing out there?
Fresh air! We have to find the stones, Gina. Or they will.
Is that?
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you'd get a perfectly aligned circle.
Is that actually Harrison Ford's voice?
Circle.
Exactly.
Or is it just someone that sounds similar enough to fool
I
me?
intercepted the Morse code coming from the Himalayas.
Where Voss is sending all of his men.
Is that a...
Battleship? Yep.
Yeah, it sounds just like him.
Look. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
What's that in his hands? What does it say?
Earth something. What was that?
We'd better hide.
Hands behind your head. Where's the stone, you American rat?
What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand! Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. You have no purpose. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Ha 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 ha. You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy.
What's this guy on
and
about?
the place you call beer. I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Give me that stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
Hey, Bren, thank you for the gifted membership, man. I really appreciate that.
To make sure.
Thank you very much,
Nicely.
dude.
Give me the stone.
Gina.
We gotta get out of here. Help me!
Get the stone! The stone!
Gina! Haltet sie auf! Erschießt sie! Hab dich!
Well. Is it Troy Baker doing the voice? Did a good job making it sound like Harrison Ford. That's this year too. I'm not sure what to think about that one. This is going to be Mecha Break, right? We saw some of this the other day. I think this is going to be PvP only, though, isn't it? No, this is Mecha Break. It's not Armored Core. Just your typical Xbox people like Matt Booty and Phil Spencer as Bratica. Outside of that, it's just trailers.
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. The first signs are really subtle, but over time, it becomes clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Yep, show me the gameplay.
I should know. It runs in my blood.
Nothing is forever. Wooch. How do I say that? Wuchong, Fallen Feathers. You guys know I'm a sucker for big boss fights against monsters of all kinds, so that actually looks pretty interesting. That actually looks good to me.
Come. Your Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. That wild frontier suffers from the Dream Scourge. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. The Dream Scourge is but a symptom of a deeper, more dangerous rot. Go. Tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries. Tend to its purpose, no matter how wild. And become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
Is this Avowed? It is. It is. I've had my eye on that game for a while. That's coming out this year as well. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
World premiere.
World premiere. Blah, blah. All right, what do we got next? Yeah, I've been looking forward to Avowed for a long time. I'm excited for that. This showcase for me, guys, I don't know about you, how you feel, but this showcase so far for me has been really good, actually. There's a lot of things here I'm looking forward to. You good? No, I'm actually I'm pretty excited about some things here, man. No, they haven't shown anything Stalker at all yet. But based on how this is going, this could very well be Stalker. A bit of an upbeat take on it, but it very well could be. Okay, Atomfall. I was gonna say, it looks very, very retro future. Atomfall. Interesting premise. Interesting. Yeah, it's like Stalker in England. Yeah, it's that's a good take.
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? War. Their soldiers killed everyone.
I do not fear our enemy. They talk of peace and dream of war.
Yep, I was gonna say, this looks like Assassin's Creed, if I'm honest.
Deserve to be freed of the oppressor's grasp.
Vengeance is a lonely path now, eh? Believe me, there are other ways to heal.
People so quick to abuse their power do not deserve to keep it.
There is much we will learn from each other, Yasuke.
You can see when two people fit, when they will be better.
It's been months since we've seen an Assassin's Creed game. Oh no. Of course, Devanus.
Together, we will bring justice back to the people.
November 15th. I don't know, we'll see. Assassin's Creed has been just lackluster for so long. Made in Ukraine. This is Stalker. This is Stalker. I'm ready.
Скіфе, радий тебе бачити, друже. Валимо звідси. Ви тільки погляньте на це. Край, чарівний край черемоша і прута. Ти моя любов, ти рідна матінко моя. Жива.
Координати закинув. Поквапся.
Oh, we get gameplay, guys. We're getting gameplay. Yes, the AS Val. Oh.
Зараз час такий.
Guys, I'm so excited.
Час можливостей.
Усі ці жертви, усі ці смерті. Який в них сенс?
Зона така, якою бачиш її ти. Я ж показав тобі, якою я її бачу. Іди своїм шляхом, і тоді ти зможеш побачити зону по-своєму.
The zone beckons. I'm so stoked. September 5th. Let's go, dude. We already knew it was coming out September 5th, but I'm so happy they showed gameplay. I am oozing excitement. I am there for this game. The world stops for me to play that game.
We've been honored to partner with GSC Game World, the Ukrainian studio behind Stalker 2.
We can't wait for you to experience their game yourselves on September 5th. Today, you've seen amazing games from creators around the world, from both our partners and our own studios, from the biggest blockbusters to original independent games. I hope you enjoy the breadth of titles coming to Xbox. In addition to all these great games, we're introducing a new all-digital Series X and expanding color and storage options across the Series X and S lineup. They'll be coming to select markets this holiday.
While PS5 are dead in 2020, the lack of games so far has been a mistake.
Alongside the many other
I mean,
devices in our
2025 is going to
Xbox
be a
gaming
big year
family,
for Sony, to be
offer you
fair.
more choices. It's our mission to make Xbox the best place for you to play by including the titles from our own
I will say,
studios and Game Pass
Xbox's
at
lineup
launch,
after this
by
show is
bringing
looking
your
pretty
games
damn good.
into the future with our commitment to game preservation, by pushing the technical boundaries in our future hardware, and empowering you to play your games anywhere you want on Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud. This is what defines Xbox today and in the future, and we're hard at work on the next generation.
Next time we'll get him
Immediately
PC.
after Showcase ends,
Yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct begins. We're taking you inside Treyarch and Raven for an extended look at what's next in Black Ops. But before we dive into the Direct, we've saved one more thing.
Okay. One more thing after Stalker. This ought to be good, right? Hopefully. What's this? The thing is, Night Hunter, a lot of these games that do look good have actual release dates for this year. That's the point. This is Gears of War. I've not liked Gears since 3, but maybe someone out there's excited. Stalker was the trailer that played just before you got here, Arthanos. Damn. What's your favorite so far? They just showed Stalker 2 gameplay, so that's my favorite. Oh shit, it's Dom. Is it Dom? I haven't seen Dom in so long, I can't remember what he looks like. That is Marcus Phoenix, right? I don't know, I'm so out of the loop on Gears, I can't tell who these characters are anymore. It's been so long since I've actually seen these characters. Oh my god, it's Emergence Day. Wow, that goes this is all stuff before even the first game. Holy, that could be cool. Wow. All right. So yeah, that is young Marcus and Dom. Interesting. All right, up next is Call of Duty. As you guys know, I am not a Call of Duty enjoyer, so I'm just going to turn this down, let it play, while we talk about all the stuff that we saw. So what are we excited for, guys? For me personally, the big deal here is that a lot of that stuff that we just saw has actual actionable release dates, which is nice to see. The big thing for me there, I'll say the big three for me there are Stalker 2, Dragon Age, Veilguard, and I honestly want to say State of Decay 3. I really like that, but obviously Avowed looked good.
Hello, and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles.
Fable
And thanks for
looked
joining us
nice,
today. We're
though we
excited to
didn't see
share
any
what we've been working
gameplay
for the past few
on
years.
that. Should I go play Stalker 1? Stalker 1 is a little bit older, Lucid, so I will say it's probably not aged the best. They came out in, I think, early or mid-2000s. It's been so long, but I will say that they are excellent games. They're really, really good. Wuchang looks interesting. Yeah, Wuchang did look interesting. I agree. Claymation one looked good. Yeah, that did look interesting as well. Doom, yeah, Doom is big. That also looked good. Interested in a new LIS game. I've never played them, but I've heard pretty decent things about them.
Players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s.
Was Veilguard a little bit cartoony? I mean, to be fair, that wasn't gameplay, right? That was all just like a cinematic trailer.
Shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the U.S. government.
There was no actual gameplay shown for that.
Who resists as traitors, and
so that might not, you know, designate what the game is actually going to look like.
The very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting
Assassin's Creed. The trailer looked good for Assassin's Creed, but the thing about that is a lot of Assassin's Creed trailers do look good, but the gameplay is very different than the actual game, like trailer. This is why I like to see gameplay in trailers, because it just kind of shows what you should actually expect, you know?
You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind.
But yeah, I wouldn't take too much from the actual trailer of Veilguard. To me, it was just like a cinematic trailer that they're just trying to hype up the game, because the last Dragon Age game that came out was a decade ago. You got to keep that in mind. They're just trying to make it appeal to more people. We haven't actually seen gameplay yet, right? I wish we did, but we haven't.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic.
Was there many games after the Stalker one? No, it was just Call of Duty like we're seeing now, and then they announced a new Gears of War game, which is actually called E-Day, which is a prequel to even the first game.
More dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay and more options to finish each mission.
Sorry, but every Assassin's game I played was mid. I will say the most recent 4 that I've played are definitely, like, they're very average, you know? They have good moments, but they have a lot of, like, bad moments, too. You know, it is what it is. But people still like them, so, you know, it is what it is. No, there was no Dragon Age gameplay.
The only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere, across the music, television, and pop culture.
Best Dragon Age was the first one. I agree. Dragon Age Origins was the best, but Inquisition was good as well. I mean, I'll say this. Even if you didn't like Inquisition, Inquisition won Game of the Year for that year. You know?
The aftermath of which
it's one thing to not like it, but you have to look at the objective side of it, too. There's enough people that like it that called it Game of the Year.
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters. With veteran Frank Woods as
I was very surprised by Perfect Dark, though. That, as soon as I saw it, it looked a lot like Deus Ex to me, and then there was like a little bit of Mirror's Edge thrown in there, and then when it said Perfect Dark at the end, I was blown away. I was not ready for that.
To a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio.
Perfect Dark, yeah, there's a new Perfect Dark game coming out, and based on the trailer, it looks pretty solid, actually.
Leader driven by a strong moral compass.
Take it easy, Shark.
Are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow.
How far back? I want to say that was in the first half of the show.
And brilliant, and helps manage their relationships within the agency. Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA.
They mentioned the name Joanna, and I just didn't really catch on to that.
Tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust.
But I gotta say, I think this Xbox Game Showcase, the fact that they have a lot of release dates, like actual solidified release dates, is a good thing. Because Xbox does have a history of announcing games. Like, what was that? What was that Dragon game that was supposed to come out on Xbox One? That game looked so good, and then like a year later, people were like, "Hey, where's this game?" And then they just quietly canceled it. And so Xbox has a bit of a history of like talking about these big games, making big trailers, and then just not giving them release dates and then never releasing them. And so that's like Night Hunter came in earlier, came in with that skepticism, and that's completely fair. But the good news is a lot of these games actually have release dates, so that's, you know, that kind of alleviates a lot of this.
One moment you'll be storming a palace, the next
What was the name of that dragon game? Oh god, I can't remember it. I bet you if I just Google Xbox Dragon game, it'll come right up.
Immerse them in vastly different experiences. Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them.
Yeah, Scalebound. There it is. I just Googled Xbox Dragon game and Scalebound comes right up.
We also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences.
Yeah, Avowed has had a trailer. Avowed has looked good for a while. I'm looking forward to that. But like I said earlier, I do enjoy what Obsidian Games puts out. A lot of the games they put out in recent years have been solid. The first ones that come to mind, of course, are Grounded and Outer Worlds. Both of those games, to me, were really good.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player.
Hey, thanks, Miss Bradica.
So whether they choose to go in guns blazing...
So I'm definitely an Obsidian enjoyer. I like their games. So I'm looking forward to Avowed.
Nice and quiet.
Is Avowed a similar game to the Elder Scrolls? No. It's much more fantastical than Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is fantasy, but I think Avowed takes the idea of fantasy and cranks it to 11. It has a lot going on.
We've created certain missions where we
yeah,
can
you know
a
what I mean.
high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down.
What do you mean on the list, Orthonis? You mean my spreadsheets? I never actually finished Grounded on stream, so that is something I would be willing to play again. And as far as Outer Worlds goes, I played that game before I started streaming on YouTube, so that's not on the list at all.
You'll find that some of our destinations have a stark
Remember that Clockwork Tower game supposed to come out this year? Is that this year? I can't recall.
In Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the
Yeah, I gotta say, so far, out of all the showcases seen, between the most recent Sony State of Play, the one that we watched a couple days ago with Jeff Keighley as host, what was that called? Summer Game Fest. And then the Xbox Game Showcase. The Xbox Game Showcase was definitely the best one so far.
Homing knife.
Which I think is kind of surprising, considering a lot of people right now are kind of, I don't want to say completely anti-Xbox, but they're looked at up as lesser right now because of the nature of things, like how they've gone about releasing things, buying up studios, laying people off,
You might remember we also
as
had
well
that
as the
in
fact that the
Black Ops Cold
Xbox Series
War.
X hasn't sold as much as the
We wanted to think a
PS5.
little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic
So the fact that
setting.
they have what I think is the best show so far
Abandoned manor by
is really help.
location
It doesn't completely balance the scale because specifically people losing their jobs always sucks, right? Like that's lame.
be a KGB black site, which
But
was
their
operational
upcoming
during the 50s and
library of games does look
brings
good.
a lot of intrigue to the safe
It
house
does look good.
and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past. The team is also bringing back the evidence board.
And I want to
which
say
is
that pretty
still
much
the
everything we
Assassin's
saw
Creed
today is going to be on Game
but
Pass, aside
with
from
brand
maybe
new
a couple
upgrades.
things, like maybe
Players
not
can
Assassin's
view the
Creed.
campaign outline,
But I remember
gain
seeing
deeper
Game
insights into
Pass for pretty much
missions, and
everything
analyze
else.
Evidence collected throughout missions.
Okay, the attacker comes in.
But yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
I know Screamer likes Call of Duty.
That was sick.
Does anyone here?
I think we got it.
That was sick. Does anyone here plan on playing Call of Duty this year?
Our goal is to create a more connected
I
experience
just-
that keeps players immersed across
I obviously
every
will not
single
be.
mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to
These games are still insanely popular, and for good reason. People keep buying them, they keep playing them, they keep enjoying them. It is, you know, I'm not saying this to be contrarian. I don't dislike it to be contrarian. I dislike it because I've burned myself out on it. I played way too much of it for way too long, and now I just haven't. It has no appeal to me at all. Much like
a true
Battlefield.
Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call
It's just a straight up burnout thing.
This unlocks the ability to move like never
Ooh, yeah, I
before.
always liked Medal of Honor more as well. I remember when they tried to bring back that franchise for a couple games, like Warfighter, for example. I did like them, but they didn't do so hot, unfortunately.
You can't do this thing, why? And then realize people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct? And then instantly it opened up like, oh, if you can sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction.
The fact that they're doing this movement thing again, though, I think is going to be... It's going to be interesting to see how people receive it. Like all these like diving motions and stuff. It was something that the most recent Modern Warfare made popular again, and it was very controversial for competitive play.
We truly believe that once you experience Omni movement, there's no going back.
Yeah, I was always big on Medal of Honor as well. I really enjoy those games. Excited for State of Decay 3? Yeah, that actually intrigues me. I enjoy State of Decay a lot. I'm actually sad I didn't play 2 very much. I played the hell out of 1. I've got like 400 hours in the first one, but only like, I don't know, 50 or so in the second. I got sidetracked by playing other games, you know? But I did enjoy 2 a lot too.
And each of these settings will allow for
Ooh, Soldier of Fortune. Yeah, I remember those games.
Intelligent movement really started with this idea.
Some of the most
that we
gory
want
games
all
for their
players to
time.
Focus on what they want to do and not how to do it. We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni movement. And
No,
live
State
out
of
their
Decay
own
did not
action
have a
hero
release
fantasy
date
in
that I
Black Ops
remember.
6. We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings.
Played a lot of
that
Medal
can
of
be
Honor
turned on
Allied
and off.
Assaults.
Things
Yep,
like
Rising
traction
Sun as
control or
well.
Assisted braking, and we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options.
I remember you could go to like any store that sold video games at all for years and years. You could just find like Allied Assault and Rising Sun discs everywhere. You could just buy them for like $1 because they made so many physical copies of those games.
In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black
What can we
Ops
expect from the
6, we've
PC
actually
show? I'll be
increased that
honest,
to
the
9
PC
regions. So now
the
we can
PC
determine
game
if
show
their left leg or right leg, and then
historically
deploy a
has not
bespoke
been
death
too
animation
great,
depending on that
outside of
location
a
that
few
they were
things
hitting.
here and there.
So world connectivity is
And I'm kind of expecting more of the same this year. There's going to talk about a lot of stuff that, you know, a lot of people don't really care too much about. But a lot of these games that they will show there will still do well overall. It's just their show is just not...
in the direction that you're rounding that corner.
How do I say this? I'm not saying this to be a jerk, but their show just has no actual watching appeal. You know?
Full speed around that same corner. We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
Flintlock seems like it could be good, yeah. Curious to see where that goes. Overall, realistically, a lot of the games shown today were...
super thrilled.
I'm not saying
characters that we've done.
completely great, but a lot of them are, at the very least,
Through our
interesting.
process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operators.
They hold a lot of potential when they actually get into showing
Faces,
gameplay for a lot of these
dynamic
stuff
real-time
that
analysis
didn't
of
actually show
spontaneous
gameplay yet.
performances was captured and
But of course, you know
processed to
me,
make
I'm most
every
excited for
emotional and
Stalker 2.
impactful
I'm very
moment
happy we
truly
got to see some
actual
gameplay there. Game looks so good,
Have
very
special attention
atmospheric.
to the cuticles,
I'm ready
make
for
sure
that
they
game.
don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails, the oils on their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in. We're paying attention to every detail.
But yeah, I've never played any of the games, don't really have much of an interest. There are a lot of really popular shooting games I've never played and have little interest in playing. I could be missing out. No, I mean, if you're not interested, you're not interested. I would not bother forcing yourself.
Our heroes are rogue operatives and they operate outside the normal playbook. That
I would
means they're
say
procuring
if
gear
you
by
have
any
Game
means
Pass,
necessary.
a lot of stuff we saw today is going to Game Pass when they do come out. Just give them a try, you know, download them, spend a couple hours on them, see if you like them. But
and this allows the players
if you're
to
not
create a
sure, don't
weapon
spend
to
money, you
match
know.
Any play style that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone.
Definitely go for what appeals to you the most. But also, you know me, Emmer, I play a lot of different games on my channel, so if there's something that you're not sure about, you can come by and talk about it, you know?
Real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism.
We're playing a lot of this stuff on stream. I won't be playing Call of Duty, I'll tell you that right now. Like, this is what we're seeing right now. I'm just using it as, like, background to talk to you guys about the previous show. I have no interest in Call of Duty. But all the other stuff that we saw earlier, I'll be probably checking out the majority of what we saw today. There's not a whole lot I disliked about today's show.
The Black Ops
You ever played
6
Borderlands?
user
Yeah.
experience is all about
Borderlands 2
focusing
is
players
king,
on
man.
what they need when they need it. And our
It's
in-game
unfortunate
HUD is
that
no
3 was not so great,
From
though.
the mini-map to the ammo widgets
Also,
to in-game
the Tiny Tina
Black
game
Ops
that
6
came out
Live
after
combines
3
some of
was
our
not very
best
good either,
designs in a
unfortunately.
clean, streamlined
I just think that Borderlands has
For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able
I hate to say it,
change
but I think
their
it's come
HUD
and
in dramatic
gone.
ways
I don't
to
know
suit
if Borderlands could really
For
revive
instance,
what they did with
streamers
2.
can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you
I don't
want
know
your
if they
HUD
could
set up
ever
so you don't have to
capture
look
that
away.
feel again.
Want to play hardcore anyway?
They had an
but finally put the
accidental
minimap in
great
the bottom
setup
left?
with 2.
Those are options as well.
They had what is quite potentially
Not
one of
only
the
does
most
the HUD give
comedic
players
and
important
interesting
status, it connects them
villains
to the
in a
world
video
and helps them
game
feel
while
rewarded
having
for
a
being
great
awesome.
movement,
As players
overall
track that
shooting
elusive challenge or
mechanics,
target their
and
next
loot
level
system all
unlock.
coupled into
Black Ops
one
6
with great
delivers
environments and
end-to-end
great level
experience from the
design.
lobby
Borderlands
into
2
combat
is like
where
that
player progress and
unicorn
achievement
game.
are celebrated
You know,
in a
it's a
big way.
unicorn game that just came to existence by happenstance. Not to say that love and care didn't go into it, because it absolutely did, right? It got there for a reason, but it just became the perfect storm of a video game, just with all these things together, and I don't think they could ever do that again. It just kind of is what it is. I'd love to see him do it again, but I just have heavy doubts. It just seemed too perfect.
Both internally at Treyarch and that we see in
I think people are way too critical about games and studios becoming stupid. A lot of the time, yeah. Yeah, we had some comments based on some pretty meaningless stuff earlier that we had to get rid of for that same idea. Yeah.
We've pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty prestige systems and are going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice.
It's just
to
kind of
enter
the age we
Prestige,
live in
start
right now.
fresh with relocked gear and go through the leveling journey.
But yeah, if they make a Borderlands 4 or any Borderlands game, because of my deep love of Borderlands 2, I will try it. I won't ever just discount it and not try it, but I will go in heavily skeptical for the sake of, I don't know if they can ever capture 2's feel ever again. I would love them to, and so I will try everything out, but I just don't see how they could. You know?
The system is available on day 1 in Black Ops 6.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a
Mhm.
deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision
PW
since
confirmed
day
shortly after the
one has
Xbox
been to
Developer
craft an
Direct on
approachable
Thursday that
and
it's Troy
engaging
Baker,
step
best known for
change of that
originating the
signature
role of
Black
Joel
Ops
Miller in The Last of
multiplayer
Us. Yes.
experience.
We'll be playing
We focus
Indy
on
and Indiana
supporting
Jones in the
3
Great Circle.
core
Yeah.
playstyles
Yep.
for launch.
They did a
Enforcers
good
are
job
players
having
who
him
like to
sound
kill
like
and stay on
Harrison
the
Ford.
move.
It
Recon
fooled
is
me.
all about
As soon as I
intel and
heard him
counterintel
talk, I was like, that
techniques.
sounds
Strategists
just like
are
Harrison
support
Ford.
players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win.
It's actually
or focus
impressive.
on taking out
I'm sure they,
enemy
you know,
score streaks for the
they use some software to edit
All
it a
of our
little bit to get
weapons,
to that
gear, and
point, right?
gadgets in
Which,
multiplayer
whatever.
have been intentionally
But still,
designed
it definitely
with that
fooled
lens
me.
of supporting these play styles. And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce.
I'm not sure how to
is
feel
returning
about
with
an
Black Ops
adventure
6.
game like that being in
I know I
first
said we're only
person,
getting a taste of MP today,
but I
of
won't.
course
I
that
never
means you're
discount
gonna
a
get some
game just
early
based on
details
its
maps.
perspective, because you know a lot of my favorite games are like isometric view. You know, so
We'll be launching with 16 all-new MP maps.
this Call of Duty thing goes on
12
forever. I'm
or
pretty sure it's a
66,
whole hour
and
by
4
itself.
strike maps,
RFI.
which can be played
I'm
as
pretty sure.
66 or 2v2.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why, but
do we know
they're
that
going.
they
It's
want? So
it's
we're
a
back
Call
to
of
our
Duty
classic
developer direct where they're
3-lane
talking
maps.
like interviewing
We got
developers,
fast, frenetic
giving their perspectives on
experiences,
things
and we
coming
have
up
that
and so on. You
balance
know.
with more medium
It's a
size,
whole hour
better
show for just this.
hardcore pacing.
I
To
would
keep
have
the
loved to
action
seen
flowing,
this
but
for
still
Stalker
have
too.
meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer.
Sometimes the
taking
magic of
place
OG title is
after the
lost, or at
campaign,
least
after you finish
or
it.
at
So
least
don't wanna
people
get
that have
into
played
too
OG
many
game are not
spoilers
excited by
there, but
remakes.
you'll
Yeah.
experience some of those locations through the multiplayer.
But also something that does occur as well is as you get older and you're burned or scorned by things more and more, you become more and more skeptical over time.
Without giving you just one more thing.
But like I said the other day as well, during the Summer Game Fest, as a gamer, you know what you like, right? And chances are those things you like are narrowed down to like 1 to 3 or 4 genres generally, and about the same in range of art styles and graphics, right? So because of that, you can't go into these shows expecting to like everything. That's completely unrealistic. The whole idea is to look for things that you might like and then just kind of discount the rest as just a bit of, you know, you're searching. It's like going to the library and looking for a book to read. You don't go around talking shit about all the books that you don't like, right? You're just going there to find what you might like. You're going around reading summaries and stuff like that. looking for things that you might like. You go straight to the fiction section, or you go straight to the biographies. You like what you like.
For round-based zombies. Be on the lookout for more.
Just look
intel
for
coming
that
later
instead
this
of
year.
taking your time to shit on things you don't like. That's all.
AB, Mark.
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal
I
event
do. I
on
shit on every book in the
Next
library. They
on
must
August
hate you.
28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your
They
favorite
must hate you at
streamers
their
get
local
hands-on
library.
Black Ops 6, so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself. We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6.
Thinking
in the
before
coming
posting
months,
is sometimes a
and look forward
lost
to seeing
art.
your
True.
reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this
You know what
fall.
exacerbates a lot of this as well, though, is
not just about
even what
launch,
I'm doing
because the team
now,
is already
like talking
focused
about all
on
this stuff in
delivering
a
ton of
live
content for
format,
live
or
seasons,
if I were to
so
make
we'll be
videos
sharing
on
more
it,
about
it's just it creates a little bit of an echo chamber.
Warzone yet.
And when you're hearing the same thoughts over and over again, it's all you can think about, and it exacerbates it, and it just makes it like you have to scream it from the rooftops yourself, you know? It creates that environment for sure.
The most fun to play. To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better. In some cases, that
I'm
led us
naturally
to
a
huge
glass half full
innovations like
person,
Omni-Movement,
despite a
where we're
lot.
now allowing players to move how real
So I try to
people
give my
and
perspective on
operators
that
move.
too, to try to, give
In
some
other
balance.
Cases, it led us back to
But
some of our classic systems like Prestige. Then taking that classic
You know,
system
it is what it is.
through the ringer and making updates and improvements. Across our weapons, gear, operators,
Nope,
maps,
definitely not,
and
Andre.
more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue,
Or at least
and are being
not
hunted by the
constantly.
teams that trained you. On top of
The
that,
thing
team
is
really
like,
focused on mission and
you're gonna
engagement
read books and play games that you don't like. They look like they'll be appealing, but you get into them and they're no longer appealing to you. They lost it. They lost you somewhere. You just didn't like the overall deal, and you're gonna criticize it, and that's fine.
And better than ever.
At least you gave it a
From
try,
movement
you know?
to shooting to footsteps to engagement
It's just right now
systems
there's a
to
certain
depth.
atmosphere
And
where it's
last
just
but
constant
definitely not
people
least,
just
the triumphant return of round-based zombies.
being overly negative about virtually everything,
There's so much more to share across
which gets
all
so
3 game
tiresome.
modes before the game officially
So
launches
tiresome.
on October 25th. On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Yeah, or Thanos, yeah. Looks like they're actually wrapping this up, so maybe it's half an hour, not a whole hour. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt if the next generation of console happens in the next couple years to meet that snowboards. I wouldn't doubt that at all. I mean, when did the current generation of consoles come out? Was it 2018, 2019? I can't remember. Hope Nintendo gets next gen soon. They said the next generation for Nintendo console will be out next year, or at least at the very least announced next year. Was it 2020? Yeah. So it's already been 3.5 years. I wouldn't doubt if the next couple of years we get another advancement in console gens. It's feasible. Especially considering how many studios are constantly saying that they're held back by the current stuff already. I feel like this might be a little on the shorter side. I'm not sure, Gizmo. Really not sure. Yeah. Overall, this showcase for me was pretty good. I liked it. There's a few things here and there that didn't interest me, of course, just like anyone else, but overall, the grand scheme of things, I liked what we saw today. Not that I remember Starlight. Am I right? You've never streamed the PlayStation Showcase? I've streamed PlayStation Showcases before. I just stopped doing them because they've sucked for the last year and a half. That's being blunt and honest. They've not really done a whole lot of great things at these PlayStation State of Plays. It's not that I have some bias, it's that they've just generally not been good for a long time. Check out Veilguard gameplay. I was told they're showing some on Tuesday. I mean, if they're showing gameplay for it, why wouldn't I check it out? Of course. Of course, man. I'm a Dragon Age enjoyer. Alright guys, thank you guys for joining me for this. You guys know I enjoy watching this stuff overall with you and just kind of shooting the shit about video games that have come and gone and those coming up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed your stay today. I'll be back again in a couple days. I've including today, I'll have been live for 7 days in a row. So I need to actually take some time to, catch up on some chores around the house. I gotta clean up the desk space a little bit. I've got to work on some other things as well, including me. I've actually not worked out the last couple days. I need to get back on the train. It's been a few days since I've actually worked out. I gotta exercise. But anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Hope you enjoyed watching this with me. I had a good time watching with you. I love video games. I love talking about video games, so it's always nice to do. And I will see you guys in a couple days. In a couple days, we are going to start another Elden Ring playthrough. I'm making a Black Flame Monk. My other Black Flame Monk character is actually on my Xbox, so I gotta get that built on PC. So that's going to be the next thing we do on stream. And then, as far as the future goes, I will be playing the Elden Ring DLC when that comes out on the 21st. I'll be playing the hell out of that. And then after the Elden Ring DLC, we open up the gates to play a variety of games on my channel once again. So I hope you guys are ready for it. There's a lot of things coming, and you guys are also going to get involved on what games I play. I'm going to actually allow you guys to pick a game every so often based on certain criteria. I hope you guys are here for it. But anyways, much love to you folks. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Until then, be excellent to each other.